Hey guys, thanks for joining. Appreciate you stopping in today on a Saturday night. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday night so far. Just started. Saturday's been a good day. It's been pretty nice here in Fort Worth. It's been about, well, it's like 55 degrees, sunny, but a little chilly, but I still wore shorts. What's going on, St. Louis? What's going on, Mr. Kunkel? That metal guy in 1983. Steve, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining, guys. Bearded blondes in the house. Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. Glock's here. Thanks, guys. What's happening, you guys? You guys doing all right? Everything good? It's National Margarita Day. So we're giving away a free bottle of Madhouse Margarita with every purchase today. So we've been stocking up on that. The bearded gentleman's in the house. Appreciate you guys coming down. The bearded down low. Hey, what's up, brother? Thanks for stopping in, man. Really appreciate you. We do these things live every couple of days just to, I like to stay in touch with people. It's been my goal actually this year is to be on Instagram live with both customers, friends on Instagram, just to kind of connect because it's very easy to lose touch with people when you don't do that, and so that's why I'm making. I mean, if you had seen me a year ago, I used to be really nervous talking live. I've kind of Instagram's helped me get over that because like when you make a video, they only give you 60 seconds to make a video, or else if it's 61 seconds, too long, and you got to edit it. So I've become better at like not saying and not saying and all this other stuff, but just being live. I think it helps too because people might have questions about our products or just in general, or they just want to talk, and I love to answer questions and just talk. So it's just getting used to doing it on this medium instead of like face to face. It's helpful, and I think it's good. So 2 huge goals for yourself this year. 1 down, 1 to go. Well, good. Goals are, I think, important, even no matter how big or small they are. You know what I mean? If you have something that's really huge, just break it into smaller chunks, smaller little micro goals. I think that's what's helped me get the larger goals done. Not that they're ever finished, but at least, you got to just kind of tackle it one thing at a time. I am not drinking a margarita at the moment. I'm drinking lime water. So, but I think later I'll have a margarita. And as usual, I'm also simulcasting a stream on YouTube because I want to let people know about the Madhouse Margarita freebie that we're giving away today, and also because I want to get more used to presenting on YouTube too and kind of build up some videos, because sometimes people like to go in there later on and just kind of take a look at some of the videos we've put out and just get an idea about what I'm all about, what Ferocious is all about, how we might differ from other companies, and how we're similar to a lot of companies too. So I just think it kind of helps to have those available for people who maybe aren't on Instagram, so they can kind of hear what we're talking about and kind of get a sense of what we're all about. I had a couple of things I was going to bring up. Let's see. Your biggest goal is to do with a collab with a company by the end of this year. I want that accomplished. That's a great goal, and that is a goal that I think not just me, but there's probably lots of different companies that would appreciate the opportunity to collaborate with you on a scent. I would be happy to do that, but there's 100,000 companies out there, and I know that someone will be lucky enough to collaborate with you, and hopefully it's me, but for sure that's a great goal to have, because then you can say, you know what, this is mine, and I collaborated with this company, and it's mine. Hey, Beta's in the house. What's going on, brother? Um, just hanging out and just kind of touching base with people, letting people know what's going on over here. I do have just a one thing I wanted to mention. Chef Sheferick is in the house. Thanks for stopping in. Did I miss someone else too? Maybe I might have. Bearded Rosé's in the house. Thank you. Thanks for stopping by. We are all about fun and my whole take on beard oils. What's up with the free oil? Well, we just couldn't sell it, so we figured we'd get rid of it somehow. No, not really. So Madhouse Margarita is the free oil today, and the reason for it is because it is National Margarita Day. And since we do make a Madhouse Margarita that's a pretty damn good scent, and it's been reviewed really highly, I was like, you know what? In talking to Barb, I was like, why don't we give out a free Madhouse Margarita with every purchase today, because it is Margarita Day, National Margarita Day, and it's the perfect day to do it. You're gonna buy whatever you want at Ferocious, and we're gonna include that, no extra charge. We're gonna just, you don't even put it in your cart. We'll just include that. It's a 1 ounce bottle. It's orange, limon, tequila, kiwi, and coconut. That's what the scent profile is on that Madhouse Margarita. So it's a really nice, sweet, tangy, I would say medium to strong scent. And it's going to last you pretty much all day when you put it in your beard. It's a great scent. So, and we'll have that at the farmers market here in Watauga, which is the next city over from us, tomorrow. That's one of the scents that we bring over there too. So, yeah, we're giving it away for free. No, other than you just have to make a purchase. So once you make a purchase, we'll include it with the purchase. So it's a great deal. Yes, I can't wait to meet you. That is so cool. So your wife gets off work at 8 o'clock. So you ordered some product for me, and I'm holding it, and I'm going to give it to you tomorrow when I see you. And I can't wait to see you and meet you in person. So I am psyched to have you come on down here. Is the tequila scent strong? The scent of the tequila itself it doesn't smell like when you smell tequila, that burning smell. It is softened by the other scents that are in that. So it's not super strong. It's not super tequila, like, man, I'm going to get drunk just smelling this. It's not like that, but it's like just in general, a tart, sweet, and fruity scent. So I hope that kind of explains what it is, what it's like. And it's free tonight. So you're gonna, if you get it, you'll either like it or you won't. If you don't like it, give it to someone else. Someone will like it, but I suspect you will probably like it. But if you don't, again, you have nothing to lose other than to make a purchase of whatever you want to at Ferocious tonight. Let's see. Tons of people think I'm crazy because I'm willing to drive 4 hours for beard oil. I said I've done a lot more for a lot less. Well, I tell you what, you're coming down from Oklahoma for beard oil, but you're getting more than beard oil. First of all, we get to meet each other. Or I will be convinced to give you a couple of things on the house for your drive. I appreciate that. That's really, coming 4 hours, that is a long time. So, but I can't wait to meet you. So I don't think it's crazy. There's a lot to do here in Fort Worth anyway. So, and Watauga is a pretty small town. The farmers market is in a parking lot of like a shopping plaza. But the cool thing about that setup is that people that will go to this farmers market are, they're people that are going to shop for regular things, and so you never know who's going to stop over at the farmers market. A lot of people with beards come over there because they're going to go shopping in the shopping plaza. And where I sometimes do farmers market in Keller, it's a whole different setup. It's in a park, and every week you pretty much have the same people walking their dogs. They're they're just out for a stroll. They know the farmers market's there. They're there to get tomatoes. They're there to get fruit, vegetables, and different things people have, and soaps and stuff. So to be quite honest with you, my sales have been better overall in Watauga because of the fact that you have people there every week that are different. Oh, Glock's gonna run. Supper's ready. Go eat. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Enjoy your dinner and have a good weekend. So, Sober Chef Rick asked, does the New Day have a different carrier oil blend than the regular oils? It does. I will say though, the majority of the blend is the same. The only difference in the New Day blend is that we removed the jojoba oil and we replaced it with sunflower oil. And the reason we decided to do that was because, like, if you buy a gallon of jojoba oil, for me, it costs, and for you, if you were to buy a large quantity of it, it's about $122 for a gallon. Whereas if you buy a gallon of sunflower oil, it's about $22. So I'm saving $100 a gallon on that. So as a result, I can make this beard oil for quite a bit less than it costs me to make the regular beard oils. And not to mention, sunflower oil is great for your beard. It's really, really great. It's a lighter oil than the jojoba oil, but it's going to do wonders for your beard, just like jojoba oil would do wonders for your beard. So it's a great blend. I've purposely priced it at $8.95 because I know there are people out there that want to take care of their beard, but money's tight. And I want to be able to make sure that we can provide a handcrafted beard oil for folks that are, having some issues with spending $16 on a bottle of beard oil. And so that's why we have that. But it's fully guaranteed, just like everything else. If you don't like it, if it's not working for you, let me know, and I'll be either happy to swap it out for you or give you your money back. But it's a great scent. I mean, you can get, essentially 2 of those for the price of one of our regular beard oils. So I encourage you to try it, or buy 2, like one of the New Day and one of the regular if you want to compare the 2. You'll notice, like I said though, the one with the sunflower oil is thinner, but that's just because sunflower oil is thinner. So I missed the message I'm just reading right now. Okay. Savage. Yes, Savage is a great scent. That cherry tobacco, cedar leather, it's just it's wild. It's good. Bearded Rosé. Gotta say, I'm loving the Cigar Lounge Oil and Balm. I'll be leaving a review later tonight. Awesome. Thank you so much. I love reading reviews. Either on the website, or if people post it on Instagram, or if they post it on YouTube or whatever. I just love to read reviews and listen to reviews of our stuff. People, and one thing I will say on the website, if you don't like it, I'm not gonna, like, let's say you leave a 1-star review. I hope you don't, but if you did, it'll still be posted. I post those because I want people to see that we're being transparent. I don't just put the top rated reviews on there. From 1 to 5, that's what you can rate them at. And you can put as much comment as you want. And most of the time, and that's one of my goals too, is I try to respond back to each review. So that way, that someone's actually, I'm reading it and I'm getting back to you on your review. So I appreciate you leaving a review. Thank you. That is huge, because, I can tell you how good I think something is, but if you tell somebody how good you think my stuff is, then they're going to believe you more than they'll believe me, because you don't have any skin in it, and I do. So I appreciate your reviews. Money is tight all around. Yes, it is. Brad, what's going on? Thank you for stopping. We have been talking on Facebook today. Thanks for stopping in over here. Appreciate you. I try to get out here about twice a week. I don't want to bombard everybody, but I figured twice a week is a good thing. I think now the only thing we really need to do is just come up with something steady, like, okay, every whatever night, that's what time. Maybe that makes sense to meet, just because that way we can plan for it. Oh, one thing I wanted to let you know, Sezzle is down on the website at the moment. Speaking of tight money, So Sezzle is a program that you can make a paint, like you can buy it, and then you pay Sezzle in 4 payments with no interest. And it's been working great for some people. But we ran in, I got an email a couple of days ago and they were like, oh, we're changing our logo, we're changing this and that, but you're not going to have any impact on your site. It should work just fine. You're just going to have a different logo on the Sezzle portion of the payments. Well, somebody emailed me today and they said, hey, I wanted to purchase something, but do you offer like payments that you can break down? And I was like, well, yeah, I'm thinking I've got Sezzle. So I went in there and for whatever reason, it's not working today. So I opened a ticket. There is a ticket open with Sezzle. So that should be back on the site. Hopefully, I mean, as soon as they resolve that ticket. I didn't want you guys to think I stopped using it. I have not. All my information is still there. It's just that it's just not showing up on the site right now. So that's happening. Again, just to remind people that may not have joined when I first started this broadcast, we are giving away a free bottle of Madhouse Margarita today. Speck of Dust, 3366. Thanks for joining. Just letting people know we're giving away a free bottle of Madhouse Margarita with every purchase today. Because it's National Margarita Day. So you don't need to put it into your cart. Just purchase whatever you want to, and then I will include it because I know that you're making the purchase today. I'll include it as an extra freebie in what I ship out to you. So it's our orange, lemon tequila, kiwi, and coconut blend. It's a really great scent. And especially with spring coming, I think it's a good scent to wear for the spring. Yeah, I mean, Sober Chef Rick, that Sezzle, there's a couple of different companies that do it, but I got the idea from one of our customers who asked if we use Sezzle, and I had not used it at the time. So I looked into it and I was like, hey, you know what? This is a great program for people. Now, I will be honest, had they charged interest to people, I would not have done that because I'm not a fan of having to break down payments and then you pay interest too. But since there was no interest at all charged by Sezzle, and you literally, let's say you spend $20, you would have like 5, I think it's bi-weekly payment. You'd have 4 bi-weekly payments of $5 each. So yeah, it's a great deal. Sometimes if you have like, let's say we have a really great like sale going on and you wanted to buy as much as you can to get in on that sale, that's a great way to do that and not have to pay it all up front. You could break it into 4 equal payments. If you message your logo, could I get your opinion? For sure, absolutely. Definitely. I love looking at logos and helping people out with whatever ideas they have too. You know, my logo, it's been kind of like, ever since the beginning, it's always had that little kitty cat there, or whatever we want to call it. But, and it's changed a little bit, like we have the red eyes now. But other than that, yeah, I mean, I kind of like that. This guy. So Bearded Strickland, hey, thanks for joining. We're just shooting the shit, talking on a Saturday evening. Hope you guys are having a great one so far. Trying to think of anything else that's happening. Oh, so we did come up with, remember that tequila pear scent that we were making, and we were talking about it last week. So what we've decided on the name is, and someone had Pearadise, Pearadise. So we've kind of taken that name and combined it, so it's going to be called Tequila Pearadise. That's what the new name of the scent, because that kind of encapsulates both of what it is. Tequila, because it's a tequila scent, and the Paradise indicates that it's like going to be a little bit tropical, and it's just going to, it just kind of gives you a good sense of what the scent's going to smell like before you even open that bottle. So thank you. Yeah, it was a collaboration of sorts between you all, you guys, some others, and me and Julia, my daughter, who created it. So we kind of mixed it all together, and that's what we came up with. So told you, we're a family business. In fact, my oldest daughter, she's been putting labels, the beard mail labels. So she's been doing that as one of her jobs for Ferocious. So if you see the labels on those white bubble packs that we send out that say beard mail, there's a good chance that anything you get from, say, a week ago till next month, that's her work. She's put it on there. So, and most of them are nice and straight. There's a couple are maybe a little off, but yeah, I mean, she's really kind of knocked it out of the ballpark for me, because it's always something you have to do as you're putting orders together. And that's one of the things I like to have, is something that says beard mail, because I think beard mail should be an exciting thing to get. And so my wife makes the soap. My daughter is the one who put the stickers on it, but yes, my wife, Barb, she makes the soap. Hot process soap. And she's the expert when it comes to the soaps and things like that. The only soaps I've ever made were the melt and pours myself. I did an experiment with peppermint. For some reason, I've been on a peppermint kick lately, and I made a peppermint soap, but I put way too much peppermint in it. So I like to use it for a beard wash and just a body wash, but it is too strong for me to send, because for people with sensitive skin, I'm just afraid someone's gonna use the soap that I put way too much peppermint in, and they're not gonna be used to it. Is the soap vegan? That's a good question. Let me think. One thing I love is all natural soap, and when I see you make beard products and natural soaps, I knew this is my company. Give me 1 second. I'll be back in like 30 seconds. Let me check. All right. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. So again, my wife is the expert when it comes to the soap. I asked her, is it vegan? And she said, yes, it is vegan. So it is vegan. So there you go. It's just I mean, I like watching her make it, and I should take notes and try to make some myself. But I mean, I work during the day at my day job, and hopefully at some point, we'll generate enough business to make this totally a full-time gig. But yeah, it's definitely vegan, and it's handcrafted. She makes like about 12 or 13 bars at a time with a block. Once she's made it, poured it into the mold, and then she has a cutter, and it cuts it into equal size bars. So, but usually the top of it still has that indication that it's handcrafted, because there's the oats in it. And then there's whatever she happens to be making. If she puts anything in the soap like that, then you'll see that usually on the top of the bar. So Bearded Down Low, I appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, everything, she makes that natural soap, and everything that we make is purpose driven. And by that, I mean, I don't try to jump on the bandwagon and make a lot of things just to like stock up the amount of things that we have on our website. I make things because I think there's a need for them. Like you won't see me coming out, for example, with like a CBD beard oil, because I don't necessarily think that it's gonna do anything for your beard. As far as, I mean, it might, but I mean, it's great for other things, but I don't know. I'm just not going to jump on the bandwagon. I don't think there's a need for that, for me to make that. So let's see. How many orders roughly would you fill per day? Well, it really varies. It totally varies. I mean, it really does. I mean, I don't want to kind of give away trade secrets, but I'd say that I'm still working my day job, if put it that way. So it's not quite a full-time job, but it really does vary. And I don't mean to be coy or rude, but some days we have days where we don't sell anything. Other days we might have 12 orders. Some days we might have 6 orders. It all depends, and the amount of spend per order varies as well. It depends on like what sales we're having. If someone's buying something from Europe, they tend to put more into their order because they get free shipping after $100, and not to mention shipping's $18. So if they're gonna spend $18 on shipping, they generally will put more than, like, say, one product in their order. So it all depends. Yeah, you and me both. I mean, every year we've been open since 2017, and every year, every quarter, we're doing better than the last quarter. So that's good. And we are on a shoestring budget. So, I mean, I don't, I've mentioned this before in the past, but, like, um, we don't spend that much money on advertising. It's mostly word of mouth. It's things like Instagram, YouTube, reviewers who help get the word out. Um, it's that kind of thing that really helps. And so um, it's being real with people. You know what I mean? It's like being honest with people, and it's not only that, but it's saying, like, if you want something that I can make, all you have to do is ask, and I'll be happy to. If I have the stuff to make it, I'll make it. And it's a lot of times the companies that succeed versus the companies that don't succeed are that the companies that succeed want to they embrace customers. They ask for feedback. They say, yes, I can do that. Companies that say, nope, we can't do that for you. Oh, I know we did that last month, but we don't do that anymore. I mean, if it's a reasonable request, why not? You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what we do. Is we try to make sure that we have everything in stock, and it ships within 1 to 2 business days, and it's stuff like that that helps us succeed. So, and your word, of course, getting the word out about us. That's really simplistically what it boils down to. So let me just take a look at. Oh, Gingerbeard's in the house. Thanks for stopping in, Gingerbeard. Sober Chef Rick, thank you. I appreciate your supporting small businesses, and I do too. I love to support small businesses. I know, like, you can go to Target and Walmart and get beard oil there, but it's not going to be handcrafted. It's going to be made by either a machine or by, like, a whole processor, like a unit of processors that all they're doing is just making batches at a time of thousands. There was a company out of Austin. There's a store out here called Central Market, and I went in there to get some supplies, and there was a lady there from a company out of Austin, and they were selling beard products. And we were just kind of like, I mentioned that I ran Ferocious Beard Company, and she was telling me that she was hired for that company to get their products into, like, hundreds and hundreds of stores. And I was asking her about their process, and she said, oh, it's all automated. They have this big, huge factory in Austin, and everything is automated. Bottles come down the line. It gets fed automatically by machines, and then I guess it goes on to be scented or something after, and gets labeled. And I mean, they just spit out, like, literally thousands of bottles at a time. And I mean, I don't intend to ever be that big, but I just want to be able to make, let's say 70 to 100 orders a day. That's my goal. That's my next major goal, is to get to 70 to 100 orders a day. So I think we'll get there. It's just a matter of time, but literally it is a matter of time, since we're not spending a lot of money on advertising. So, because that's manageable, even by both of us. We can do that. We have the capacity to do that. So, are we close to achieving that goal? I would say no, not quite, because that goal would allow us to do this full time. So no, I would say, probably 20% there. I'll just say that. And you could do the math and figure out approximately how we're doing. but we're having fun. I've told my wife from the beginning that this is to me let's think of it as a part-time job for now, and then as we start to grow, because I knew we would, but it's still like the first 6 months to a year from when we started, I'll be quite honest with you, I was like, I can't believe people are buying the products we're making, because it was a whole new experience to actually sell products. But over time, I gained the confidence from people telling us, and reviews, and things like that, that, you know what, we do have some really good stuff. And it does humble you, but it also gets you over that first initial hump of like, shit, I hope this stuff's good enough. Because I know it is good enough. I know it's better than good enough. It's good stuff. We make good stuff. It's the best. Thank you. Thank you. And I know everybody says they have the best stuff, but we've listened to customer feedback. We refine things to as best as we can make it the way we're making it, and all we can do is rely on you guys. So, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you for making an order. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Don't forget, code 2020 saves you 20% on everything this year. We're going to run that whole code through this year. I think that's a good, easy number to remember. Someone mentioned to me they placed an order, but they had trouble with the code. I've tried it and it worked for me, but what I just did was I just refunded them back 20%. That way, in effect, they got the same thing. Because I don't want you, if I have a code available to you and you try to use it and it doesn't work, it's fair for me to refund the 20% back to you, I think. So just let me know that you tried to use the code, and I'll do that. Because if I don't know, then how do I know? It's like when someone buys something and they don't like it. If they don't tell me, I want you to tell me. Tell me what's wrong with it so I can see if something happened and make sure that you are satisfied at the end of the whole transaction. Because the transaction doesn't end once you get the product. It continues on if you don't like it, or if there's something off about it. Or like one person received a sampler today in the mail, and he sent me a picture. He's like, hey, I got the sampler, I got the order, so thank you so much. And I looked at the picture, and it looked like the sample bottles, 2 of them at least of the 3, it looked like there was a little leak in it. So I asked him if it was a leak, and he said, yeah, I'm not sure which one it is. So I'm sending him a new sample. Well, tonight after this, I'll make that sample and I'll send it out on Monday. Because I don't want you to get something in, like, if you get this box, you should open it up and be like, wow, that is exactly what I was looking for. And you open it up, and if it's leaking, that's no good. So I would rather send you a new box that doesn't leak. So these are glass 1 dram bottles. So, we bought 3,000 of these bottles, and I will say probably 1 out of every 200 might have an issue with the bottle. So I think that's a pretty good ratio. But yeah, if it leaks, let me know, and I'll be happy to send that back out. Is there pine tar good for stripping cleaning beards? Yes, definitely. Pine tar is going to basically strip everything out of your beard, and it's going to be what I call squeaky clean. So like when you're in the shower and after you've used it and you go like this, you're going to feel like that squeak, 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 squeak noise against your beard. And that's when you know that it's stripped of all the oils and any of that beard balm gunk and stuff that's in there. And it's basically like a clean slate. So it's going to basically, once you get out of the shower, you can start scratch. How many milliliters are in a dram? That's a good question. Let me show you a dram. I don't have the answer right in front of me, but I will tell you that it takes, if you take a bottle of beard oil, a regular 1 ounce bottle of beard oil, it takes 7 of these to fill a dram. And so like here is, well, you know what? Let me just take this out. So here's, whoa, didn't break. Here's a dram, here's a bottle next to each other. So you can see, you know, the difference in size. So this sample, the samples we do send, I mean, it's enough to last you a couple of days. Because let's say if you use 7 or 8 drops, and these are droppers as well. So if you use like, you know, that much or 2 of those in a beard, this will last you probably 3-4 days. So it's going to give you a good chance to really experience it to see if the beard oil is going to work. Sometimes, you know, some companies, they'll send a sample like this, like that big to where that black line is. Well, how's that going to help you? I mean, yeah, you can smell it, but I mean, that's not, I knew I didn't want to do that when I started this company because I want you to try it and see what it's like. So, you know, that's why we use these bigger bottles. So I know some companies also use like half-ounce bottles for samples. I mean, when I first started, I used half-ounce bottles as like we had half-ounce and 1 ounce. You could choose one or the other as to purchase from. But I just think the dram size is good for samples. Let's see here. The things I love most about Ferocious: it's a small batch company. Yes. Huge variety of scents. Yes. Customer can make custom scents. Yes, that's true. We're veteran owned, and we offer veterans a 25% discount on everything every day. Because we subscribe to a service on our website that lets veterans, U.S. veterans, authenticate their service, and also active duty military can log in with a military email address, and they'll be qualified for the 25% discount on everything at Ferocious. And on Veterans Day, I usually bring it up to 50%. That way they save 50% on Veterans Day. Okay, so yeah, we have an app. Yes, we are one of the few companies that have apps. We are not the first, but we share the space with a couple other companies. We do have an app, and it's an easy to use app, and it's fun. It's too easy to buy actually from the app sometimes with Apple Pay or whatever. You just double click, and next thing you know, it's coming out. Your order's coming out. Seymour JD8. Hey there. Yes, it's easy to navigate. And it's easy for me to send messages out to you guys. You know, if you download the app, then like for example, this morning, I knew it was National Margarita Day, and so I wanted to give away a free bottle of Madhouse Margarita if you made any order today. The first thing I did was went to the app and put that little information in there, hit send, and everyone who had the app should have received a notification, as long as their notifications were on, to come on over, and they would get a free bottle of beard oil. And then after I did that, I went onto Instagram and posted it, and then that also carried on to Facebook, our Facebook group. So, but the app is by bar none the easiest way to get the word out to a lot of people quickly. And that's why, because it's so easy for me, in turn, we offer a lot of discounts through the app that you won't necessarily see on the regular site, just because I want people to download the app. So, got to run and make an order. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And we'll get that order probably, so it's Saturday, so it's not technically a business day. So I think what we'll do is on Monday, we'll make the order and ship it Tuesday. That's generally how we operate. We get the order. If it's in the morning, we'll make it that day. If it's in the afternoon, then we'll make it the next business day, and then we will ship it the following morning. You're absolutely welcome. Thank you. And if you have any more questions, let me know. Happy to answer any questions. So, Michael Lee, what's up, man? Thank you. Thanks for joining. Just to reiterate again, Sezzle is down at the moment. We have not gotten rid of it. It's just not working at the moment. And I've opened a ticket with Sezzle. So once they get back to me, they will, I'm sure, let me know that they fixed it. I don't know what the issue is, but they are going through a transition with graphics, I know, but other than that, it should be fine. Fine. All right, so I guess we'll close this one out. It's been like 48 minutes. Thank you everybody for joining. Thank you on Instagram as well as YouTube for joining. And let me just double check something on YouTube because I want to see. Oh, there's been a couple of questions asked and comments mentioned on YouTube as well that I did not get to because I guess I need to put the camera in front of the screen so that way I can see it. It's kind of crazy. Sorry guys, looks like there's 2 concurrent viewers. So what I'll do is I'm gonna log off of Instagram and then I'm gonna continue with YouTube for just a bit. So, all right, sorry guys. And quite honestly, most people don't jump onto the YouTube channel yet since we just started with the YouTube. So I was focusing all my attention on the Instagram live, but you guys get the chance to see the background pictures here, so that's kind of cool. Yes, Steve's like, you're on Instagram too. My last Saturday off with the family, changing my shift this week. Oh, cool. I think, wait, no, not cool. My last Saturday off with the family. That's not cool. I was actually, several years ago, I was getting ready to be I was a police dispatcher for a little while, and they were getting ready to shift me to Tuesday through Saturday, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m., and I would never have seen my family. So I ended up going back to where I was before, where my other day job was. 3.6 milliliters in a dram. Well, thanks, Beta. That's awesome. I didn't know that. I need to commit that to memory because I have a feeling that that question will come up again. 3.6 milliliters. So, of course, in America, we don't use the metric system, so it may be like, well, how much is 3.6 milliliters in whatever ounces? So, but anyway, it's useful to know. Well, I think that should wrap it up for the evening. Thank you guys for joining. Again, use code 2020 at ferociousbeard.com. Throughout the year, that's going to be a valid code. And not to mention, we are giving away tonight a free bottle of beard oil, Madhouse Margarita, because it is National Margarita Day. So Madhouse Margarita is our orange, limon, tequila, kiwi, and coconut beard oil. It's a really great scent. I think you'll like it. Sezzle isn't working at the moment. We'll get that fixed. And the new scent, Tequila Pearadise, is our tequila and pear. That's coming out very shortly. Like, I just need to put labels on them, and it's going to be on the site. So thank you so much for joining, everybody. Really appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great day.